Hi, I'm Joko. I'm an English teacher and an IELTS instructor working in EduLink and in Yangon, Myanmar. I'm going through some turbulent times here, and this is a good distraction for me to give some feedback which, although individual, certainly has, I hope, I've yet to make it, some use for everybody who is doing Task 1 academic. This one is about the small-scale maps. Okay? Now, the problem with it, well, first of all, what is a small-scale map? Let's take a look, shall we? I wasn't recording any. Was I in that picture? Yeah, I was. Okay, here's an example of a small-scale map. This isn't the one we're doing, but, it shows a small part of a town with some road or some zoning changes, or maybe it will show the floor plan of a museum or a hospital or a fitness center. However, it usually comes with, I don't really see it in this picture, but up above the map there's a description and that says, the maps below show the center of a small town and plans for its development. And then it's going to say, summarize the information by selecting and reporting and make comparisons where relevant. That part I know is there because it's in every Task 1, and it's very important to understanding what you need to do in this type of, in all Task 1s. I have some other examples. Here's something similar. We've got a museum in 1957 and a museum in 2007. Sometimes it's the present, it's the past, and then another point in the past. We've got two maps, the past and the past. Sometimes it's before and after development, or sometimes it's now and in the future. Very rarely you'll see three. I almost never see this, but here's an example of one where you've got a problem. You get the river that floods, and then two possible solutions for it. That's very rare. I've actually yet to see that on the Cambridge official test, so I don't know why I'm including it. But, so you've got building plans, parks, areas within a city, facilities, fitness centers. Here's what we've got tonight. Ta-da! It's city. Is it on this side or this side? I think it's on, I don't think opposite over here. It's City Hospital, dun-da-da, with its road that connects it, called City Road and Hospital Road. We've got three roads. And we've got a parking lot and some bus stops. Now, 2010. Aha! First thing you want to do is remember what the instructions say. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons. Okay, first thing you want to do is select the main features. And your eyes, just looking at it with your eyes. Am I over here or I'm over here? Can I look? Can I cheat and look? I'm over there. Right. Okay. So, what do our eyes tell us? Up here. Okay. And here. What are the differences? Well, we got a bulge out there labeled public car park and another bulge called bus station. So those are the two most obvious feature changes. Okay? Oh, look, there's some things called roundabouts, but there's two of them. They don't really change that much. They certainly probably don't change the lives of, anyway, I don't see that as very significant. But those are two, what I'm going to select as the main features and report them by summarizing. Now, summarizing means including all of the important information, not all of the information. If you include all of the information, you are not summarizing by definition. So that's the danger of a map like this, is that there's not a lot of information, and you are perfectly capable of reporting all of it. And then you're not summarizing. So, what you can do is summarize. Instead of reducing the number of things you're talking about, you can reduce it by category. or type of thing that it is. Let's go back and look at another example to show what I mean here. Okay, yeah, this one with the what's happened in the museum here. Okay, well, what are museums? The exhibit space has not really changed. Okay, instead we've now got education center, museum, shop, a cafe, and a car park. Okay, and the trees are definitely different. Well, one way we could categorize this is internal changes and external changes, inside the building and outside, or changes that have been done for people, facilities, not the exhibitions. And then second, changes to the natural environment. Okay? Some trees down here, some thinner trees, some additional trees were replaced here. They're all trees, they're all natural things. Well, how I would categorize them as, well, first of all, divided into two. Why is two important? You should always include two main ideas in your overview, which you then use as the topics of your two body paragraphs. Now here, one is parking and the other is public transport. Write my first paragraph about the changes to public transport and the second paragraph about changes to parking. And here's what you wrote, and I can clearly see that you have followed the standard format. Good. You've got your paraphrasing and your overview, and then you got two body paragraphs. Good. You get that part right. Now, when I critique an essay, I use a color code, which I'll explain in a second. All right, the given two maps give information about road network access. See, I really wanted to see that bit that came with it, the instructions, to see if you've done, first of all, if you paraphrased or copied. And does it say road network access? How many roads go into this hospital? One. Is that a network? There's just one road. Road network access to City Hospital. Now, absent any other detail, I'm going to say that City Hospital is the name of the hospital. And therefore, since it's a proper name, it should be capitalized. So yellow is capitalization is part of spelling, is it not? Yeah, there's a part of grammar. I should know this. No, it's part of spelling. And punctuation is part of grammar. Okay, so yellow is supposed to be spelling or word choice. Okay, it's not a road network. It's one. Red is task achievement, and that includes understanding what you're looking at and reporting it accurately. Okay, over the period of 3 years. Over a period of 3 years. And do we know anything about what the place looked like in 2008, 2009? No, we don't. And you know what? 2007 and 2010 are not 3 years apart. They're 4. 7, 8, 9, and 10. But it's not over a period because you've only got the beginning and the ending with nothing in the middle. So that should say about access to City Hospital in 2007 and 2010. Beginning in 2007, ending in 2010. Nothing in between. Okay, now, the most important part of the task one is the overview. Okay, it must be clear and it must be reporting the main features. Okay, overall, good start. I is not capitalized in that position. It, small I. It is noticeable. Then we don't need a comma there. So it is noticeable. The road access to the city hospital had been upgraded in the year 2010 by the year 2010. Good use of past perfect. With the addition of a staff car park. Nope. Where is our staff car park? In 2010? It's where? It's in the place where the staff car park was before. What has been added? A public car park. So you got that wrong. What was added? A bus station and 2 roundabouts. Well, roundabouts I don't think are important. But that name, getting what they added wrong, it's going to hurt. Okay, your body paragraphs. In 2007, okay, there are 3 bus stops on either side of the hospital road. Once again, I think that hospital road, city road, in fact, city road is capitalized, hospital road is capitalized. That's the name of the road, and as a name, it should be capitalized. Either side of hospital road, which linked with city road and ring road. Not with, but it linked those 2 roads, which connected those 2 roads. And that and doesn't make any sense there. It just extends the sentence and makes it more confusing. And there is a car park on the east side of the hospital road. Of that, we've already said hospital road, which served both public members. Members of the public is what we say. Public members does not collocate. And for the staff of the hospital. You're not paraphrasing. Okay? You're making it longer. Well, of course it's the staff of the hospital. Where else? You know, who are the staff of the fast food restaurant next door? Oh. Okay. However is, I would recommend that everybody just leave however out of their task 1. Because however is generally used to express contrasts between ideas. Now, if you had expressed an idea in the first paragraph, like in 2007, all of the transportation infrastructure was south of City Hospital. However, in 2010, some of it had expanded to the east. Yeah, you can say that. Now you've got an idea, but there's no idea. It's just details. And details don't get contrasted with however. Follow me there? I hope so. Okay. Firstly, okay, now 2010 is certainly the past. Yeah, that's why they made it. And so it's not has. Okay, it's like you said before, had been, or in 2010 they had been constructed. But no, they were not constructed. One was already there. So that's wrong. Secondly, 2, roundabout. Roundabout is not an uncountable noun. It needs an S in that location. See, now you've got had been built, not build, had been built on both sides of the hospital road. No, that's not a side of the road. Remember, you described the bus stations as being on the sides of the road, and that was right. The roundabouts are on either end of the road. Finally, bus stops, which you already mentioned, so you should say the bus stops, and were removed, or had been removed with a central bus station. See, now that's incorrect use of with there, or removed. Been replaced by a central bus station. Removed, it sounds like they're taking the bus station and using it to take out the bus stops. Which had, I suppose it still does, but we don't know it's still there. Which had a connection with both new build roundabouts. with both. How do you know they're newly built? Maybe they built them in, late 2007. Anyway, either way, it's newly built. Newly is an adverb to describe the adjective built. Roundabouts. Okay, have you summarized here? No. There's no summary here. This is just reporting. Have you reported the information accurately? No. Have you selected the most important features? Again, no, because you haven't selected anything, because you've reported everything. And have you made comparisons? Not that I can see. You just reported some changes. You can say some changes happened, but I really don't see any comparisons going on here. So if you look in the band descriptors, it talks about achieving or following or addressing at least the requirements of the task, and you haven't done any of them. Sorry to say. I hope this has been useful, and better luck next time. And for everybody, good luck. No editing of that. No editing. This is just me raw.